Hi there, my name is Jennifer and I work in the children's room at the Pasadena Central Library. And I'm here today to show you how to do one of our take and make crafts. This one is the plush pillow. Now, this pillow comes in two different designs. We have one that's a comic book pal, and then we have the happy avocado. I picked the happy avocado, so I'll be showing you how to make the pillow with that as my template, but you can use the same idea for making the comic book pal pillow as well. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. And let me take you through the steps of how to make this. We'll put the happy avocado right over there for now. All right, so when you get your take and make kit, it's gonna come in a bag like this. So you wanna open that up. There's instructions in there. Not very complicated, but I feel like it's easier to see sometimes with the video, so that's why we're doing that. And then to make things cleaner, I'm just gonna pull out the two fabric pieces first. So I'm gonna set this stuffing for our pillow to the side for a bit, and I'll pull these out. So with each of the pillows, you're gonna have one piece of fabric that has a design on it, and one that's just a plush piece of fleece. So for us, with the happy avocado pillow, the plain plush backing is this nice green. That's going to be the back of my pillow, and the printed happy avocado face and avocado belly will be the front. So what I want to do is I'm going to start with the bottom piece and just kind of lay it out so that all these little flaps are kind of out together. Now with the happy avocado, since it's an avocado shape, it's kind of this weird oval. So for this, there is sort of a top and bottom to it. This is the wider bottom part, and up here we have the top narrow part. With the POW pillow, it's a bit more of a square, so that might be easier to match up. So I'm gonna lay this out nice and even, like so. Then I'm gonna take my printed one and make sure I can match up the designs in the shape. So I'm gonna kind of spread this out and also just start pulling the flaps, the little flaps of fabric so that they're around each other. Now they don't have to match up perfectly, but if you can kind of get them similar or close to each other, that's really good. So here we go. Ooh, gotta pull out all these ones that are tucked under there. All right. Got all the little flaps. There we go. All right. So I'm going to kind of make sure that they sort of match up a little bit. And I'm actually going to start with the bottom of my pillow because I want to make all the ties along the bottom and kind of the sides to get a nice seal where I can then put my stuffing in. So I'm going to take two pieces that sort of match up. I'm going to take these two ties and I'm just going to put one end over the other and then through to make a knot, pull it tight, and then just do it one more time to the same one. So for each one, I'm just tying a nice easy knot for each set. So move over to the next one end over the other, push it through and pull, and then repeat. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of different flaps of fabric around. So we are going to do this the whole way around. So we might speed up this part or cut to the end when we get close, but just kind of work your way around saying, oh, this one doesn't have a partner. Let me match it up with this one here. One tie, two ties. I just want to do two ties to make sure that it's really secure and that the stuffing hopefully won't pop out. If I do one and then I hug my pillow, I don't want all that stuffing to come out. So two ties just makes me feel like the stuffing's gonna stay in there a little bit better, make it nice and tight in there. This is a nice craft to do while you are maybe watching a movie that you checked out from the library using our curbside service. Or maybe you're sitting outdoors, listening to the sounds of nature. Or you can just sit and do the craft. It's a nice way to kind of get some mindfulness in there too. Okay, so I've gone kind of halfway up on one side. I'm just going to go back to the bottom where I started and then work my other way around. All right, so I went mostly up that side, and then I noticed I haven't quite gone as far up on the other side, so I'm going to flip it around and then work on that side for a little bit. I want to get till I just have the top part open so that I can stuff it. So just kind of trying to make it even so that there's not too big of a hole, but the hole's big enough for me to put all that fiber and stuffing inside pretty easily. So. And actually, if you wanted to start from the top and work your way to the bottom, you could do that too. For me, it was just easier to start with the bottom. So I kind of just tie in those double knots so everything stays inside. If it doesn't match up perfectly when you get to the end, that's okay. I'll show you how you can take care of that too. All right, I think I'm gonna do just about 2 more ties here before I start stuffing. Okay, let's match up. Let's do those. Okay, good. So now you can see I have my pillow. It's mostly tied all the way around and it's kind of gaping in the middle. That's good. That gives us some room for where we want to put our stuffing. So now I take the part that I haven't tied together yet. You can see I just kind of have a little pocket opening right there. So now I'm going to get that stuffing that I put to the side and I'm going to take some of that. Take a little bit about at a time and I'm going to separate the back from the front of the pillow like so. So I get that hole there. And I am going to stuff my stuffing inside there. So you can kind of see belly's starting to fill up with some stuff. And I've got some more stuffing, so I'm gonna reach for more of that. I like doing just a little bit at the time, just to make sure fiber is going in there okay. Not too small. Just shove it in there. You can use all the stuffing. So I'm gonna put that last bit in there. All right. Recycle or toss that aside for a bit. All right, now you can see my pillow is mostly stuffed, but I still have some untied pieces. So I'm gonna just push the stuffing down a little bit to make this area a little bit flatter so it's easier for me to finish off my ties. And so now for the ones that I haven't tied yet, this is the last one I made. I'm just gonna go through and do the same thing again that I was doing when I didn't have any stuffing in it. So going around and just making kind of a double tie for each of those pieces that match up. Go around and double tie. And just kind of continue doing that until you finish all the ties on your pillow. Takes some patience and time to finish this, but it's kind of worth it. The pillow, I think, is really cute. All right, and now you'll see when I get here, I have one back piece that hasn't been attached to any, and I've run out of the light green front pieces. So I'm just gonna take this one and take the knot next to it that I've already made, and I'm just gonna wrap it around both of those and pull it through, just so I finish making all the knots and make sure my stuffing is really nice and secure in there so it won't pop out. Okay, and now I've knotted all of them. So you can see I have a nice sealed off pillow here. My stuffing may not quite be even since I put it in the bottom and kind of pushed it down. So I'm just gonna kind of fluff my stuffing in there to make it nice and even like how I want it. And then you should have either a nice happy avocado pillow or a superhero pillow. And then the last thing to do is give it a nice test and make sure that it's a nice good pillow to hug. And that is our plush pillow craft that we are doing for our Take and Make crafts at Pasadena Public Library. I hope this made it a little bit easier to figure out how to make the pillow, and I hope that you have a lot of fun with that at home. Thanks so much. Bye.